2, 1, 2, testing, 1, 2. Well, better late than never. Here we are at the Butts Park Arena with another edition, a delayed edition of Coventry United TV with yours truly, the mouth of the Midlands, Liam Cook. Apologies for the late start. We have a delayed kickoff here at the Butts Park Arena, but we are about to get going. We can see the officials getting ready in the tunnel. Basically, C&K Basildon are visitors here today at the Butts Park Arena for this FA Women's Premier League South match. They got here a little bit late. Well, I say a little bit late, a lot late. They got here basically about 20 to 2, and we were supposed to kick off at 2 o'clock, so to give them a little bit of time to warm up, to avoid any potential injuries during the match, the club took the decision to push the kick-off back by 10 minutes to allow Basildon a couple of minutes just to get up there and warm up. We haven't got the Basildon team news, unfortunately, at this time, sadly, because right now it's complete chaos, not only on the Basildon side, but of course Coventry United have been trying to sort things out, get their head around things, so we haven't got the away team news yet. We're hoping to get that just before kick-off. We do have the Coventry United starting lineup, and it is unchanged from the Gillingham game where Coventry United won by 9 goals to 0. So a pretty special day for the Red and Greens back at Kent last week. By the way, you can get exclusive video highlights of that match right here on CUTV. So at half-time, if you're looking for something to do while we take that break that we always do at half-time, they can go and watch the highlights from that match. So look for the Best Bits collection on CUTV. As we prepare for the arrival of Coventry United and C&K Basildon in the FA Women's Premier League South. By the way, we actually had a presentation before today's match with the Goal of the Month awarded to Coventry United's Helen Dermody for a pretty spectacular strike against Harangue. I'd say spectacular, certainly the fans did, because it won with 54% of the vote. So a pretty special goal from Helen Dermody, winning the second ever CUTV Goal of the Month and that glittering Golden Boot trophy. So men's players, Coventry United ladies, if you're listening, make sure you try and find top bins in the upcoming matches, because you might be walking away with that golden boot. But of course, it's not down to me, it's down to the fans. It's a fan-voted award, of course. So make sure you look out for the October Goal of the Month coming up at the end of this month. So we'll be putting out a vote on the CUTV Twitter page, so you can vote for your favourite goal. So the Coventry United starting lineup is as follows. As I say, it's unchanged from the Gillingham game. Number 1, Sue Wood. Number 2, Alex Buck. Number 3, Rosie McDonnell. Number 4, Steph Smith. Number 5, Anna Wilcox. Number 6, Katie Sorensen. Number 7, Elizabeth Steele. Number 8, Helen Dermody. Number 9, Alison Hall. Number 10, Maz Gauntlet. And number 11, Amber Hughes. Feels weird calling Ali Alison. I've never called her Alison before. It's Ali Hall at number 9, not Alison. I don't think she likes being called Alison, actually, from what I've heard. Well, it's time to get things going here at the Butts Park Arena as Coventry United take on C&K Basildon. It's time to get this prize as the Red and Greens make their way onto the hallowed turf at the Butts Park Arena. And yes, you can hear a new walkout song. We've finally got the PA system sorted for the ladies. It's been a while, but we've got it all sorted now. So we have now got the team news for C&K Basildon.
Ladies, please welcome your teams on the pitch. Basildon and Coventry United.
So let's see if we can dissect this team news. Got to say a big thank you to Jay Bradford for sorting this out. Well, handwriting's not great, so it's going to take me a while to go through this starting lineup, I have to say. So number 1, Nikita Runnacles. Number 14, Kerry Stimson. Number 6, Denisha Ravel. Number 2, Lauren Duca Clark. Is that? Yeah, Duca Clark. Laken Duca Clark, actually. It's a weird first name, isn't it? Luckily, I've got a program with all the names on it, so quite lucky in that sense. Number 5, Hayley West. Number 13 is Zoe Russian. Number 8, 8J Blackie. I tell you, I've got to write this down. This is unprofessional. This is.
Because they've stopped we used to get a little keys, but we lost the contract then, so we can get there back in time. We're playing at West Ham next week. Where do I work? West Ham. I'm not called today. It was lovely and warm down there. On the M25 south, car had overturned on his head. Yeah, it was lovely, wasn't it? Go on, United!
Well, we're going to get things underway now here at Coventry United TV. Apologies for that little delay. We're trying to figure out the names on the team sheet. So not easy. Handwriting isn't great.
Come on, United!
We'll try our best to get by. Coventry United kicking from left to right in their red and green strips. So once again, apologies for the rather lacklustre start to CUTV. A 10-minute delay to kick off. And also a little bit of a delay in the team sheets arriving as well. So if you missed the teams for Coventry United, they are unchanged. That's starting out for Coventry United again. Wood, Buck, Sorensen, Wilcox, McDonnell, Dermody, Smith, Steele, Hughes, Gauntlet and Hall. And on the bench for the red and green girls, Seaverite, Brook and Miles. And for C&K Basildon, once again I'll try and dissect this team sheet. Number 1, Nikita Runnacles. Number 14, Kerry Stimson. 6, Denisha Ravel. Number 2, Lauren Duca Clark. Number 5, Hayley West. Number 13, Zoe Russian. Number 8, Jay Blackie. Number 23, April Bowers. Number 11, Amy Nash. 10, Angela Addison. And number 9, Therese Addison. So United after that 9-0 victory against Gillingham on Sunday. Looking to continue their good form. Bit of a midfield battle at the moment here at the Butts Park Arena. Basildon all in blue with their white lining. Coventry United, of course, in the red and greens. The red and green girls wouldn't look right in there if they weren't in red and green, of course. That's why we call them the red and green girls. You have to give away a throw in inside of their own half on the far side as Amber Hughes tries to keep it in under the pressure of the Basildon winger. Basildon makes some progress on the right hand side. Stopped well by Rose McDonald, volley clear by Hughes. Hall gives chase and punted out of play by Denisha Ravel of C&K Basildon, the centre back. McDonald will take the throw for Coventry United.
Come on, girls!
Smith. Poor first touch and a nice through ball attempt. That's poor control from Alex Buck. Basildon could be straight through here, and Buck did well to make the challenge. United nearly gave away a penalty there as Sorensen shoved Angela Addison to the floor inside the penalty area, while Buck nearly gifted the goal to Zoe Russian. So just the 2 minutes gone. If you are joining us later on CUTV, delay kick-off by 10 minutes. Well, swung in, and that is not the best corner you'll ever see. In fact, it goes into play and goes straight out again. Basildon are not going to be an easy side to beat. 6 matches they've played in the FA Women's Premier League Southern Division. 4 they've won, they've drawn 1, and the only defeat they have suffered was, I think it was a couple of weeks ago, away at the league leaders Charlton, who of course have a 100% record. That was a 4-1 defeat. The only time that Basildon have been beaten this season, that was an away game as well. Of course, they are the visitors here at the Butts Park Arena. United will have the home advantage, if you can call it that. The men's players have been moaning a bit about the state of the turf here at the Butts Park Arena. Fraser McDonald puts out a play on the far side for a throw-in. As Amy Nash trying to make some progress on the right-hand side. Stimson will take the throw. Russian tries to cut in. Cross in towards Addison. It bounces into the hands of Sue Wood. That's his Angela Addison who tried to get onto it. There's 2 Addisons now, and they're both all front. There's Angela Addison and Therese Addison. Angela is the top scorer. She's scored 8 goals in 7 matches. So Angela's the one to watch out for, but Therese is certainly not to be sniffed at either. Wilcox lodged towards the left-hand side, looking for Amber Hughes, a little bit wayward, and it'll be picked up by Kerry Stimson at right back. Plenty of time for the Basildon defender, but she takes no chances and pops it out of play, level with the penalty area on the far side. So it's the left-hand wing for Coventry United ladies, and it will be a throw-in to the red and green girls, to be taken by Rosie McDonnell. Looking for Gauntlet. Gauntlet chest control, returns it to McDonald, tries to find Smith, but it bounces off Smith's arm. Referee doesn't give a handball, but has play on for Basildon. Dermody puts it out of play for around 20 yards away from the halfway line. After a throw, now Basildon on the attack down the right-hand side with Russian. Stimson at right back. In centre back now with Luca Ducker-Clark. Ducker-Clark over to Stimson once again. Finally making their way into United territory. Long ball attempt, looking for Russian, easily picked up by McDonnell. Dermody takes the ball away from Russian. Hughes, encased by a number of blue shirts, but able to switch to play to Steele. Ali Hall brings it under her control down the right hand side. Now for Alex Buck, who of course set up Hall for a beautiful goal against Gillingham last week. Looking for Steele, the pass a little bit wayward, picked up by Nash. Revell, and it's cannon off the head of Buck as Revell tried to clear her lines. Throw taken, nodded on by Russian, and hooked out once again by Buck on the halfway line, taking no chances. So 5 minutes gone in the first half of the Butts Park Arena in this delayed Women's Premier League South match. Coventry United 0, C&K Basildon 0. No chances, no goals to tell you about so far. It's a poor bit of control by Sorensen across the penalty area, but easily picked up by Steph Smith. Gets past the slide challenge of April Bowers. Sorensen. Oh, and she's caught by Addison. Gets the ball away, and Addison's hurt herself. It looks like the right knee of, I believe that's Angela Addison. In fact, no, looking at it, the number 13, that's Zoe Russian. The referee checking that the player is okay. It's not looking good, so it is the midfielder Russian who is down. Seems to have taken a blow to her right knee. Physio has been told he's not required for the time being, and I think Russian is actually going to be able to continue. Live coverage of Coventry United versus C&K Basildon here at the Butts Park Arena, the new home of Coventry United Football Club. And Russian is back on her feet, and she's able to continue the match without going off the field of play. Of course, it's only when a physio comes on that the player is expected to leave the field for a short period of time. Russian seems able to continue, and Russian actually is rather incensed that United have been given a free kick. So really, if the play was stopped for an injury, not a foul, it should be a drop ball situation. The ball bounces into the area. It's easily picked up by Runicles. Plays a 1-2 with Blackie. Denisha Ravel. Forward ball to Rushin, who seems absolutely fine now. The ball forced out of play towards the right-hand wing for Basildon, but they will get the throw deep into United territory, around halfway into the red and green half. Throw taken to Rushin. Nods it into the area, looking for Addison. But that will trickle over the touchline and go out for a goal kick to Coventry United, taken by the captain, Sue Wood. Short goal kick to Dermody, quickly closed down by Addison. Sorensen chips it down the right to Alex Bog, just over the head of the red-headed right back. And it'll go to play for a Basildon throw just in front of the visitors' technical area. Basildon base, I believe it's Cambay Island, I believe, and actually their ground is below sea level. And from what I've been told from fans who have been there before, of course I haven't been to the ground before, but from those who have been there, you can see boats and ships from the ground above you, so it must be pretty close to the shoreline. That's a neat ball down the right hand side for Steele. And hooked out by Denisha Duca Clark. Buck looks for the options with the throw. Steele there as his mouth's going up into the air to Ali Hall. Gets a touch on it but couldn't bring it under control. And the attempted clearance from the Basildon player only falls to Buck. Loft forward by Sorensen. It's a poorly directed long ball though, as it's cleared by Blackie. Onto the right hand side with Kerry Stimson at fullback for C&K Basildon. Ball towards the penalty area. No one there for Basildon. It will be easily picked up by Sue Wood. Dermody seems to be playing a deep midfield role at the moment. Sorensen under pressure and is forced to flick it up and volley it clear. Sorensen's not had the best of games so far. She looked a little bit tentative away at Gillingham on last weekend, I should say. Gauntlet. Smith able to shield the ball from Ravel, but couldn't shield it from another C&K player. Addison towards the penalty area, nodded away by Anna Wilcox. Dooney lets it bounce, and it bounces to Bowers. Addison on the left hand side of the penalty area, just on the edge. Dermody able to outmuscle the striker and slides the ball out of play for a corner to C&K Basildon.
Come on, girls.
A shaky start with the red and green so far. Corner to be taken by Amy Nash. Head away by, I believe that was Anna Wilcox who got ahead to that. Bowers tries to put it back into the area, charge down, but Bowers may get the cross away at the second time of asking. No, she doesn't. Great slide by Steph Smith. And United look to dribble their way out of danger with Rosie McDonald. Long, low ball towards Maz Gauntlet. Maz isn't that quick. She won't pick that one up. And Duca Clark will play it all the way back to Runicles. Of course, Gauntlet with a incredible display last weekend against Gillingham. She finally put that nightmare of a penalty shootout from the was it the Birmingham FA Cup back in it was May. It was one of the few games that we covered for delays last season. With Gauntlet scoring a penalty last weekend, her first since that fateful day in Hednesford. She got 3 more and sent United on their way to a big victory. United have handed Basildon a pretty good opportunity. Around 10 yards outside the penalty area with this free kick taken by Nash. 12 minutes of play gone. And Amy Nash with an opportunity to whip it in towards her teammates waiting in the penalty area. Will she go herself? And it's a decent header towards goal, but Angela Addison's aim was a little bit off. But it is the first effort of the game.
Go on, United!
Addison certainly wants to be watched. 8 goals in 7 League and Cup appearances so far for Angela Addison, which could prove to be United's biggest threat. Wilcox makes a challenge on Therese Addison. It's going to be so difficult telling these two apart. They've both got the same, pretty much same build, same position, same hair colour. Which towards the right hand side, looking for Amy Nash. She won't reach it. McDonald able to blast it into the small stand on the far side of the pitch. Throw in to C&K Basildon. Throw in taken. It's Therese Addison. And McDonald's poked that one over the touchline once again, so about 15 yards further up. Another throw into Basildon. Slow but steady progress for the visitors from Essex. They're forced back towards the halfway line. Hall's set to challenge, puts Ravel under pressure. Duca Clark plays a 1-2 with Blackie. Closed down quickly by Coventry United, able to get the ball away. Addison sent up by West. And Addison gives chase and may be able to pick that one up. She does put it into the penalty area and caught at the near post by Sue Wood, with Therese Addison waiting in the penalty area. Steele flicked on by Maz Gauntlet. Not the clearest of contact, but it's Ali Hall who's got on the end of it. Halts her run and waits for options to present themselves. Steele into the box, blocked by the leg of Kerry Stimson, and out for a corner kick to Coventry United. The daintiest of touches from Maz Gauntlet on that ball to send it towards Ali Hall, but it was enough.
Go on, United, come on!
So the red and greens remain scoreless, as do Basildon. 15 minutes gone. Helen Dermody to take it on the left-hand side. United, well, it's a rather unconventional approach to this corner. There's stacking the far post and then there's stacking the touchline. Hall's header heads it back towards Dermody rather than towards the goal, but Dermody picks it up. Has that touched the arm? Dermody asking for handball against Stimson. Well, Stimson's arm was clearly up. The referee says no. Was there anything that Stimson could do about it? Well, Basildon playing their way into United territory now. Nice ball down the left-hand side for Angela Addison to chase. Crossing opportunity with Therese Addison in the penalty area. Buck tries to cover her off. Makes a good challenge there, Alex Buck. A serious contender for our player of the match last week, and a very promising start so far. Steele sent it down the right-hand side, and that's going to be left by Hall. It'll trickle towards the touchline and be kept in by Laken Duca Clark. Passed around the Basildon back line and back into the vicinity of Nikita Runicles.
Go on, United, come on!
Russian lofted ball into the penalty area, over the defence, but also over Therese Addison and into the hands of Wood. Pretty comfortable game so far for both goalkeepers. Wood's clearance. Up rather than forward by Hall, and a push in the back by Ali Hall on Jay Blackie. Free kick given to C&K Basildon just inside their own half. Of course, next time we are live here on CUTV Tuesday nights as Coventry United first team take on an old rival in Leicester Road. That's in the Polymac Packaging League Cup on Tuesday night. Live coverage from 7:30 here on CUTV as Alex Buck able to shield the ball from Addison and play it up line to Helen Dermody. Dermody lobs it forward. Hall lets it bounce. The defender can't deal with it. Ali Hall force towards the touchline. It's without a play for a Coventry United throw. Hall to Helen Dermody in a more central position. Steele wanted it through, Smith wanted it through the centre. Steele's cross towards Mass Gauntlet, goes past Gauntlet. And it's not in the best of positions for Hall either. It goes in front of Hall. Steele tries to cross, it's blocked by the leg of West. And the red and green girls have a throw level with the penalty area, and one of the Basildon players is injured towards the right hand side of their own box. Want to be fair, with the lack of warm-up time that Basildon have got, I think we are going to be seeing, especially in the later parts of the game, we are going to be seeing a few muscle problems. Basildon with literally about 10 minutes to warm up. United with a lot longer. Well, the players called over for a impromptu team talk with their manager Jay Bradford. And the Basildon players will also have a word with their gaffer. Talk tactics. Let's give you a little bit of info on C&K Basildon. Well, we've got pretty much nothing to talk about. Basildon, as we said, currently sitting 4th place in the Women's Premier League Southern Table. 6 games played, 4 won, drawn 1, and the 1 defeat coming away at Charlton. That was a 4-1 defeat a couple of weeks ago. Basildon, as we said, is based in Essex, which is just down the road from Billericay, I believe. But the club plays at Canbay Island. The club was previously part of the rival club Basildon United, but switched allegiance to Basildon Town back in 2004. They've since rebranded as C&K Basildon and made their way through the leagues from the Essex League to the South East Combination. They finally made their way into the Women's Premier League in 2014. After 1 season in the South East Division 1, they were promoted to the Southern Division in 2015, and that's where they remain to this day. So a nice little history lesson there for all those people who, like me, weren't exactly clued up on Basildon before kick-off. We're going to get back underway now as the injured player is taken off the field. Buck's throw to towards Steele. I think it was towards Elizabeth Steele, but it didn't find there. It was out of play for a Basildon throw. West to take it. West throw met in the air by Helen Dermody. Goes out of play for another Basildon throw, a lot further up this time. Beating Russian in the air, but unfortunately couldn't bring the ball to feet. Russian wins the header this time. Addison nods it forward for Therese Addison. Hooked away by Wilcox. Amber Hughes' header trying to put through a teammate. But she heads out of play for a throw to Basildon, deep into the visitors' half. The intended target was indeed Elizabeth Steele. Germany wins the header. Buck. Steele jumps, but Hermody volleys forward. Gauntlet will give chase. And she'll be just about outpaced by Duca Clark. And it will be a Coventry United throw. Duca Clark shielding the ball from Gauntlet. But she's let it go out for a United throw. Well, it's better than a straight crossing opportunity, I suppose. Buck to take it. Gauntlet and Steele there. Tries to find Gauntlet, but cut out well by West. Addison tries to dribble away out of danger, blocked up by Buck, finds Russian. Derby will try and make the challenge, but punted forward by Russian. Wood comes out and blasts that one clear as Therese Addison was trying to get onto the loose ball. Clearance met in the air by Duca Clark, brought down to earth. West fires down the left hand side. Therese Addison gives chase. Saracen puts it out of play for a throw-in to C&K Basildon right in the corner.
Come on, girls.
A real opportunity for Basildon to have a go. And the only effort of goal that we've seen so far is a header from Angela Addison of C&K Basildon United, yet to register a shot on goal. West. Challenge well by Steele, but Basildon retained the ball. Russians cross towards the far post, and McDonald bringing that one down, and Stewart had to race towards the loose ball was Therese Addison. Tried to get onto it on the edge of the 6-yard box. Wood did well to scramble to that loose ball before the striker could get there. But McDonald making sure it wasn't going to Nash at the far post. Wood with the ball once again inside her 6-yard box. Punted away. won by Basildon's Jay Blackie, and set back where it came from by Ravel. And McDonald lets that one drift over the touchline, and a goal kick to the Red and Greens. 23 minutes of play gone here at the Butts Park Arena. Coventry United ladies 0, C&K Basildon 0. And I hate to say, but it's been far from an entertaining fixture so far. But of course, I think both sides are probably going to be trying to settle into a rhythm after a delayed kickoff. Of course, 10 minutes late here at the Butts Park Arena due to Basildon arriving late due to problems on the motorway. But see Blues on the attack. Deflected strike by Bowers, and Yunter will get the ball away, and the player that the ball's hit is on the ground. It's Addison, I believe. It is indeed Angela Addison. The shot cannoned off Addison's leg, and she's taken a pretty severe blow to, looks like the left knee, as Steele is pushed over. As Basildon win the ball back, a long-range effort wide of the near post by Angela Addison, but United would believe that should have been a free kick, as Smith was forced to her knees, pushed to the ground. She tried to shield the ball. But the shot was legal, and the shot nearly found the net. Luckily for United, it was a little bit askew. Wood kick just about kept in by Steele. Buck nods it to Katie Sorensen, and a rather poor attempted clearance. Long range effort over the crossbar by Jay Blackie. It would have been good in a game of rugby, but unfortunately the rugby team played yesterday. We've been starved of goals on the CUTV recently. The early kick-off with Coventry City against Barnet on Saturday. We were watching that game before the game on CUTV yesterday with Coventry United against Rugby. Both the City game and the United game ended 0-0, so we want to see some goals today. Steele's cross goes out of play for a goal kick. Not the best of connections from Elizabeth Steele, who made her league debut against Gillingham last week. A very promising debut as well. We gave the player of the match to Amber Hughes, but like Alex Buck, Steele was certainly in with a shout. 25 minutes gone to Butts Park Arena. Gauntlet trips, which she'll carry on her run. Hall was telling her where she wanted it, but the ball didn't go where she wanted it. Duke Clark, Leamington as far as Helen Dermody, of course, scored our goal of the month. And too much pressure from the opposite number 8, Jay Blackie, on Dermody, and a free kick given on the right-hand wing, deep into Basildon territory. It's going to be Dermody with the free kick. We saw her score a spectacular goal from a set piece on Sunday. Another one wouldn't go amiss. Sends it into the area. Head towards the net, and a goal for Coventry United. Ali Hall celebrates. Ali Hall scores for Coventry United ladies. Free header for Hall, and there was no way she was going to miss from there. Nestled sweetly into the bottom corner, and Coventry United ladies lead by 1-0 after 25 minutes. And what on earth was that goal music? I thought we were having it for the kids here United, we were having crowd noise. Well, it's the first game that we've used the PA system here at the Butts Park Arena for the women's games, so you can expect a few hiccups, especially with Mr. Eden on the MC. Coventry United lead by 1-0. Ali Hall's header, and it was another Helen Dermody set-piece special.
Come on, girls.
So the red and green girls looking to consolidate their lead. Basildon will throw not too distant from their own penalty area. They've got to clear the ball. And tapped over the touchline by Elizabeth Steele for another throw-in. This time 15 yards inside Basildon territory. We'll be taking a short break at half-time to swap over the battery and the laptop to ensure we can bring in the second half of this match in its entirety. So we'll be going off air at half-time here on CTV. You won't need to look for a new live stream, though. We'll just be muting the microphone while we change the power outlet. Hall races onto the loose ball on the right-hand side of Basildon's penalty area. Lays up for Masgall, a crossing opportunity. Options in the area, including Amber Hughes, with a good challenge made by Lakin Duca-Smith. It goes out of play for a Coventry United corner. So United leading by 1-0 after Ali Hall's goal. But before Gillingham, she hadn't found the net in the league since the opening day. I think that's goal in Kent has given Hall the confidence she needs to start firing them in again. It's another Dermody delivery. Glancing header, some by Amber Hughes. It will be picked up on the left-hand side by Smith. Attempted cross blocked easily, but McDonald sends it towards danger once again. The defender lets that one go past her. Gauntlet out to Helen Dermody. Hall at the far post. Gauntlet there as well. And West as well to charge down that cross from Helen Dermody and put it out for a Novi United corner. Since that goal, United dominating, not allowing Basildon out of their own backyard. Red Green Girls looking to make it a 2-goal lead. Dermody will take it from the right-hand side. Dermody swings it in towards Ali Hall. Beaten in the air, but it will fall to Buck on the edge of the penalty area. Hall has gone down to head injury. The referee has to stop the play immediately. Hall going for the ball. Seems to have made contact with the head of a Basildon defender. I think Hall just needs a minute or two to compose herself and get her back on her feet. Yes, indeed, Ali Hall back on her feet. She's made of stern stuff, Ali Hall, and she's ready to go. And it will be a drop ball, as no free kick was given. And you'd assume that Hall will give it back to Nikita Runnacles, the Basildon goalkeeper. Indeed she does. Gives it back to the Basildon goalkeeper, who rolls it out and blasts it clear down that right hand side, looking for Russian. Russian nods it on, and as far as McDonald, up rather than out by McDonald. It will fall to Sorensen after attempted control by the Basildon midfielder. It's now back with the defender. United striding forward with Steph Smith. Oh! That would have been an incredible strike from Steph Smith, but it ended up on the wrong side of the net. That would have been an incredible way to make it 2-0, but Steph Smith's strike just over. It bounces into the wrong side of the net. Well, forget goal of the month, forget goal of the season. That would have been goal of the century from Steph Smith. She scored from there. Hall, challenge from behind, able to get the ball away. Dermody tries one from range and tips over the goal beautifully by Nikita Runnacles. A crucial touch over the crossbar by the Basildon goalkeeper. She didn't get to that. It would have found the roof of the net, and we would have been talking about another contender for goal of the month on the same day that Helen picked up the goal of the month trophy for September. Half an hour gone here at the Butts Park Arena. Coventry United ladies 1, C&K Basildon ladies 0. Ali Hall with the only goal. A header from a Helen Dermody free kick. The Red and Green girls looking to add to their collection. Dermody's cross. Ali Hall's going for a spectacular effort, but it's come out to Smith. Hall again. Turn and shoot. Caught easily by Runnacles. Smart save from Runnacles, keeping out Dermody a minute ago from the resulting corner. She made a simple catch to keep out United again. In about 15 minutes time we'll be going off there for half time. Wilcox brings it down to earth, puts it out of play under the pressure of Therese Addison towards the left hand side of United's back line. Ravel making herself available. It's going to be Kerry Stimson to take it. Stimson finds Zoe Russian, the captain. Russian tries to cut in herself, takes on McDonnell, cross put in, and surely it's got to be a little bit of a juggling act in front of goal by April Bowers. If she had a clean contact on that ball towards the goal, it surely would have been an equaliser. It probably should have been. Oh, and rather poor language there from the Basildon number 8, Jay Blackie. And now it's got to be a yellow card for that language. Ali Hall sliding in, attempting to get the ball, and Blackie taking offence to that. Handbags at dawn springs to mind. And that could well be a yellow card for the language, of course. So if you do hear any bad language, let's just say it's not from the commentator. But remember, this is a football match, so listen at your discretion. But chances are that won't be in the video highlights, which will be released tomorrow morning of this match. Eddie Hall's goal certainly will be, as United lead by 1-0 at this stage. 35 minutes in after that delayed kick-off. You can find video highlights of this match from tomorrow morning on the CUTV YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/Coventry United TV. And they'll be released in the morning. So before you go to work, make sure that you have a look at the highlights so you can tell all your mates at work exactly what happened. Well, the referee's going to get us underway. It was a free kick given against Ali Hall before that obscene outburst from Jay Blackie. West free kick, easily picked up by Elizabeth Steele, who strides forward in plenty of space on the right-hand side. Lovely through ball for Ali Hall. She'll race onto it. Closed down quickly by Ravel, who slides in and takes it out of play for a throw into Coventry United, level with the penalty area. But what a ball that was from Elizabeth Steele. Hall just not quite quick enough. And Ravel did well to slide in and take it away, but the danger not over yet. Bucks throw to Steele. Puts out a play up the leg of Hayley West for a Coventry United corner to be taken on the right-hand side. With just 10 minutes until half-time, a rather tame start to the match, but since Ali Hall's goal, United seems to have livened up. Basildon, of course, have lost just the once this season. That was an away tie against league leaders Charlton. Dermody's corner. Hall's header, and it was headed off the line. Well, another Dermody set-piece special. And Hall, a pretty good header, sent it towards Nikita Runickel's goal. And I believe it was April Bowers on the line who was able to get a bounce on that one and keep it from going over the line. No goal line technology at this level, of course, but I don't think it would have been needed. It didn't look like it crossed the line. Bowers makes the interception for Basildon, puts it up line for Teresa Addison. Picked up in the back line for Anna Wilcox for Coventry United. Caught from behind by April Bowers, sliding in on Anna Wilcox, and Wilcox not too happy about that one. The ball had already gone, and it was headed towards Elizabeth Steele, and Wilcox letting her know that the ball had already gone. The referee is not going to bring out the yellow card, and Wilcox is having to be calmed down by her teammates. Tensions running high in the closing stages of this first half.
Look for the advantage, ref. You can count up to 3.
Anna Wilcox will take this set piece inside her own half. United pushing everyone forward. Wilcox thunders it towards the box, looking for Ali Hall. Hall gets such a gauntlet. Nods it towards the goal, but it wasn't headed towards the goal. I think it was more an attempt to control. It was picked up by Runickel's, the goalkeeper. Teresa Addison. Out wide for Amy Nash. Back to Addison. She tries to cut in deep into United territory. Bowers. Addison. Brings it under control. Tries to stab it into the area. Blocked well by Sorensen. Ali Hall helping out in midfield. Lobs it towards the right-hand side. Steele's going to have a job to try and keep this one in. And West as well to shepherd the ball out of play. Hayley West, the Basildon left back. Throw cut out well by Alex Buck. Dermody tries to find Steele, and West once again does what's necessary, just on putting it out of play for a throw into Coventry United. Around 15 yards inside the Basildon half as we close in on half time. Gauntlet beaten in the air. Allison finds Russian, the captain. That's gone out of play. Well, I thought it would go off the foot of Dermody, but United have been given the throw. And that's definitely gone off the foot of a Basildon player. That was the number 23, April Bowers. The ball put out of play off her leg by Elizabeth Steele, making her second league start for Coventry United. Buck's throw to Steele. Brings it down. Pressure from behind by West. West does very well to win the ball back. Allison strides away from Buck. A poor pass from Angela Addison. Smith into the area now for Ali Hall. Just couldn't quite control that one. And it's blasted away by Laken Duca Clark. It was a good ball. But Hall just not quite getting her foot to the ball in the right position. Seems to have padded it away from her rather than bringing it towards her. McDonald's throw looking for Smith, easily cut out by the Basildon defender, but Dermody picks it up and a nasty slide on Helen Dermody, and once again the ball had already gone. That was Kerry Stimson who slid in from behind on Helen Dermody. It was a very nasty challenge, and I think the physio may well be needed. And Dermody seems in considerable pain right now. Of course, we hope it's nothing serious, but yeah, the players calling over the physio, and of course we do hope it's nothing serious. But that was, to say the least, it was a very meaty challenge from Kerry Stimson, and I think the yellow card is the least that the referee can brandish. In fact, I think she's lucky not to get a red in all honesty. It was a dreadful, dreadful challenge, and a yellow card it is for Kerry Stimson. And some of the Coventry faithful not too happy with it, and in all fairness, I think Stimson can count herself very, very lucky. Well, Dermody is still receiving treatment. Whether she'll be able to carry on, I'm not too certain. United do have Jade Brooke, Nikki Miles and Leah Seavright on the bench. Once again, another number of Coventry United players not available for selection or simply left out. Well, Dermody's back on her feet, which is good to see. Looks like she'll be able to continue for the foreseeable future. 5 minutes until the break here at the Butts Park Arena. Coventry United lead by 1-0 against C&K Basildon thanks to Ali Hall's header. Wilcox, it's a powerful free, but caught at the near post by Nikita Runicles. It was looked pretty comfortable apart from that Hall header, it has to be said. But since Hall's goal, the defence has looked pretty easily breakable, I've got to say. Basildon not venturing into United territory for a good while. West picks it up on the left-hand side, gets it away before Hall can get there. Addison. Out wide with West. Slide by Alex Buck, gets a touch on the ball, takes it out of play for a throw to Basildon. In a dangerous situation now for the Red and Greens, the first time that Basildon have been in that area of the pitch, really, since Ali Hall's goal. Three minutes of normal time to be played. I assume there's going to be a few minutes of added time due to the injuries that we've seen. Into the penalty area. And then it's shot a goal by Addison, and Wood does well to catch the ball before a diving April Bowers could connect with a header. The captain leading by example for the Red and Greens. Steele tries to nod it on, but it's a fix out of play off her back. And West will take the resulting throw. Gauntlet goes for the ball and commits a foul on a very vocal Jay Blackie. Once again, not not too happy with a Coventry United challenge. It's going to be Denisha Ravel to blast this one towards the penalty area. Real opportunity for an equaliser, which Basildon really haven't deserved. That's not the best of free kicks, but Gauntlet couldn't control. And the strikers well to pressure Addison to a mistake, and Addison is swearing at the referee. She could well get a yellow card for dissent after this passage of play is over. United push on, looking for a second with Amber Hughes in the penalty area. Slides in, ball taken away from her by Kerry Stimson. And out of play. And indeed, the referee does call over Teresa Addison. You can hear the language from here. We're at the top of the main stand of the Butts Park Arena. And a yellow card, the second yellow card of the match, both to Basildon players. Smith got a yellow card for a nasty challenge from behind on Helen Dermody, which I've got to say, I've seen red cards given for that sort of foul this season for the men's team. I think Sims were very lucky to get away with that one, but I think it was just a case of Addison being a little bit too gobby for the referee's liking. A yellow card brandished. Dermody volleys it forward, but cleared well by Ravel. McDonald lets that one bounce out of play after the long ball attempt down the right, and a throw for Coventry United. The result, last minute of normal time at the Butts Park Arena. There could be a few minutes of added time due to the stoppages that we've seen, including Dermody's injury and a few verbal confrontations in this first half. Certainly been some bad-tempered moments, but there have been some good ones as well, including that opening goal for striker Ali Hall. It's not the best of throws by McDonald. Sent back where it came from by Stimson, but picked up by Donald again. Addison puts out a play off McDonald for a Basildon throw, which will be the last opportunity of normal time. So of course we'll be taking a short break at half time to swap over the battery on the laptop. So we'll be going off air for about 10 minutes at the break. You don't need to look for a new live stream on YouTube. We'll be using the same one. So we'll just be going silent for about 10 minutes. Basildon pushing on now, looking for an equaliser, which in all fairness they haven't deserved. Towards Addison on the right hand side of the penalty area. McDonald lets that one go out of play for a Coventry United goal kick. That was Teresa Addison, the number 9, going after the ball. But McDonald did well to block the striker's path and let the ball trickle over the line for a goal kick, which Sue Wood will take now. Referee checks his watch. Short goal kick taken to Steph Smith. Onto the right with Katie Sorensen, heavy first touch, but finds Alex Buck before Addison can make the challenge. Buck looking for Ali Hall, cut out well by Duca Clark, and that brings the first half to a close. So far so good for Coventry United. Not the best of opening periods in the first 25 minutes. Were pretty boring, I've got to say, but after Ali Hall's goal, it transformed the game, brought Coventry United to life. It could have been more if it wasn't for a crucial goal line clearance. Coventry United leading by 1-0 at half time. We'll be back on CUTV in 10 minutes as we take a break at half time. And here we are back on CUTV with Liam Cook, live coverage of the second half at the Butts Park Arena as Coventry United ladies take on C&K Basildon ladies. Half-time score in the FA Women's Premier League Southern Division. Coventry United 1, C&K Basildon 0. As we get set for another 45 minutes of Women's Premier League football. Ali Hall's header, the only goal of the game so far, but here's hoping that we will see plenty more after the break. After a goalless game on Saturday for Coventry United and for Coventry City. I'm just glad to have seen the net bulge for once. It's been a fruitless and goalless weekend, but not anymore thanks to Ali Hall. It's 1-0 to the Red and Greens as we get ready for the second half at the Butts Park Arena. Let's go through the starting lineups for you once again, beginning with Coventry United. Number 1, Sue Wood. Number 2 is Alex Buck. Number 3, Rosie McDonnell. Number 4, Steph Smith. Number 5, Anna Wilcox. Number 6, Katie Sorensen. Number 8 is Elizabeth Steele. Number 7, Elizabeth Steele. Number 8, Helen Dermody. Number 9, Alison Hall. Number 10, Mass Gauntlet. And number 11, Amber Hughes. And on the bench for Coventry United, on the bench, Leah Seabright, Jade Brooke and Nikki Miles. While for C&K Basildon, number 1, Nikita Rillicles. Number 14, Kerry Stimson. Number 6, Denicia Ravel. Number 2, Laken Duca Clark. Number 5, Hayley West. 13, Zoe Rushin, the captain. Number 8, Jay Blackie. Number 23, April Bowers. 11, Amy Nash. 10, Angela Addison. And number 9, Therese Addison. It will be Basildon in blue to get us underway for the second half. The Coventry United ladies go through their pre-match ritual. Remind me not to put Roy Eden in charge of the music again. We've got Match of the Day going on. Nah, I'm just kidding. He does a cracking job. And by the way, cheap plug, Coventry United highlights are sponsored by Roy Eden's Coventry Motorcycles and Scooters. So, hashtag cheap plug alert. I'm charging him an extra £5 for that. Here we go, second half underway at the Butts Park Arena. Coventry United 1, C&K Basildon 0 in the FA Women's Premier League. Basildon kicking from left to right. On the ball now, Rushin put it through for Addison. Good chance well made by Katie Sorensen, striding forward. Met in the middle by the Basildon midfielder, but United retrieve it with Steph Smith. Sorensen out of position, but we'll lay it off to Elizabeth Steele. Runs into Amy Nash. Now that play for a throw into Coventry United just inside their own half. Of course, if you are enjoying today's coverage, hit the like button below the video. Leave a comment with your feedback in the comment section below. Subscribe to CUTV on YouTube for more exclusive content. And of course, get us on Twitter at Coventry United TV. As the ball runs into the penalty area, Sue Wood goes down low and grabs onto the ball. As Therese Allison battles with, I believe that was Katie Sorensen, trying to get to the ball first. Wilcox picks up possession, lobs it down the left-hand side. Amber Hughes will give chase. She won't reach it in time. She had Simpson breathing down her neck anyway, so she would have been in trouble if she did get the ball anyway. And a substitution in the second minute of the second half. And Jade Brooke to come on.
Substitution for Coventry, Jade Brooke to come on.
And coming off, I believe, is Elizabeth Steele.
And coming off, Elizabeth Steele.
So Steele comes off. Jade Brooke, known to Coventry United fans as Formo, due to her previous name, Formerston. The throw-in from Basildon results in the Coventry United throw a few yards further upfield. McDonald nodded on by Smith. Hughes. Hall wants it in the area. It's square to Dermody. Out wide for Jade Brooke, who missed the game against Gillingham. And Brooke won't reach it. It goes out of play on the far side for a Basildon throw. Brooke intercepts. Smith lays it off for Maz Gauntlet, out wide for Amber Hughes, lets it run through her legs, but there's no one there. I don't know whether she thought that McDonald was behind her, or whether she just couldn't control it. Addison, that's Teresa Addison on the ball. Handball claims, referee agrees. And Wilcox saying that she had her arms by her side, and if that's the case, then really you can't give the free kick for that, but Nash will take it on the right hand side, just inside United territory. United leading by 1-0 in that early substitution in the second half, 2 minutes into the second half in fact, with Elizabeth Steele replaced by Jade Brooke. Free kick whipped in, it goes past Wilcox, and Addison puts it into the side, netting at the near post. And it's taking a touch of a Coventry United player on the way through. A corner kick it will be. So Nash will take the corner kick on the right hand side, the Basildon number 11. Plenty of options in the box for Basildon, but they don't want to be caught out by a counter. Neither towards the goal, but horribly wide. Jay Blackie hopefully asking for the corner kick, but I think she probably knew in her heart of hearts that she wasn't going to get it. 5 second half minutes gone at the Butts Park Arena. Coventry United ladies 1, C&K Basildon ladies 0. Thanks to Ali Hall's goal in the first half. Goal kick nodded on by Jade Brooke. Gauntlets. Smith with her, as is Brooke. And a neat ball down the right hand side for Jade Brooke to chase. Closed quickly down by West. And a hurried cross is a wayward one. And it goes over the crossbar and out of play for a goal kick. But Brooke had to get that cross away. By hook or by crook, you got it away, but it wasn't the best. So if you're wondering why we've kicked off the second half so late, it's because we kicked off the first half so late. We had a 10-minute delay due to C&K Basildon arriving at the Butts Park Arena at pretty much, it was about quarter to 2. We were supposed to kick off at 2 o'clock. There were a few problems on the motorway, so the clubs agreed to delay the kick-off by 10 minutes. Allison chases that one down the left-hand side into the penalty area. Gathered by Wood, quickly distributes it to Jade Brooke. Playing on the right-hand side of midfield. Trying to beat West down the right wing, but she sends it out for a throw. And it will be to Basildon. Once again it'll be West to hoof it up line. Teresa Addison tripped from behind by Katie Sorensen, another free kick. About 20 yards into United territory, so Basildon making some progress. And they've struggled to impact the game since Ali Hall's opener. But all they need is one chance. Delivery by Nash. And struck towards goal. Offside given. As Blackie tries to pick it up, it was a swing towards the net by April Bowers. I believe it came off a Coventry United player. And as, in fact, it was Ravel who tried to pick it up towards the right-hand side of the box. The linesman raised his flag for offside. Sue Wood lines it up just towards the left of her 6-yard area. Sends it towards the left wing. Falls to the feet of Amber Hughes. Gauntlet making the run, but a slide challenge made by Kerry Stimson. Sends it out for a throw-in on this near side, just in front of the Basildon technical area. McDonald's throw looking for Hughes. And Stimson once again gets a touch to it and sends it out of play for another United throw, about 10 yards further up line. After scoring 9 against Gillingham, we know how clinical Coventry United can be when given the opportunities. They haven't had that many chances to add to their 1-goal lead. Hughes, once again Stimson makes a good side challenge but can't take the ball away. Deflected past to Helen Dermody, back heel to Smith, plenty of space out wide for Jade Brooke. Closed down by West, but can she get the cross away? Nice bit of trickery to take it around West. Cross put in, Ali Hall header! Glancing header by Ali Hall. And Coventry United have found a second goal. It was Hall's header. And the Red and Green Girls lead by 2 goals to 0. So Ali Hall makes it 2-0.
Ali Hall again.
Well, Dermody was celebrating. I don't know whether Helen Dermody actually got a touch on it before it went in. But it looked to me as if it was Ali Hall's goal. Well, whatever way you look at it, Coventry United lead by 2 goals to 0. We were saying all they need is an opportunity to go in front. And I think frustration kicking in for Jay Blackie, who's certainly not one of ourselves any fans at Coventry United. We have a number of outbursts and illegal challenges, shall we say. Instead of taking out Amber Hughes, Coventry United with the free kick inside their own half. So Coventry United lead by 2 goals to 0. Ali Hall with a double. It may have taken a touch on the way through by Helen Dermody. We'll have to have a look at the replay, but it looked to me as it was a glancing header by Ali Hall. It went in at the far post. Brooke, corner kick as she battles for the ball with Hayley West on the touchline. It rolls over off the foot of West. 10 second half minutes gone. So 35 remaining at the Butts Park Arena. Time flies when you're having fun. Coventry United ladies lead by 2 goals to 0 thanks to that second goal from Hall. Maybe one for the dubious goals panel. Dermody's corner. Ali Hall nearly added a third to her collection with another header. Well, it's very rare that you see hat-tricks in football. It's even rarer that you see hat-tricks all scored by headers. We've seen 2 header goals from Ali Hall, at least we think we have. This one glances just wide of Runnacle's goal. A driven clearance by Runnacle's out wide. Russian. That's a poor pass picked up by Sorensen. Buck played into danger as she's closed down by Addison. Wood fires clear in her penalty area towards Brooke. Brooke wins the header. Hall tries to beat Blackie to the ball, but she won't do it. Blackie in possession on the left hand side. West swivels away from Hall. Line to Angela Addison. Forward towards the halfway line. Dermody makes a good challenge and slid out by Laken Duca Clark. Buck's throw to Helen Dermody. Takes it through to Basildon midfielders to Brooke. She's quickly charged down. United looking to push on now. Gauntlet runs into the defender, but Smith wins it back and out with Amber Hughes in the area. Will she try one? Amber Hughes curls away from the goal. But United not settling for the 2 goals they already have. They want more. And the referee just tightening his boots before getting played away once again. Runnacles clears it. Picked up by West. It was a scuffed clearance. Up line, Addison. Flicks it on. A real chance now for Basildon to get its way into the penalty area. Lays it off a Russian and stopped well by the sliding Anna Wilcox. I don't think it would have been powerful enough to take it past Sue Wood anyway, but Wilcox making sure the Wood didn't have to move an inch. United squeezing the ball away. Smith slides in, tries to retain the ball. When she does, it bounces off the leg of Duca Clark. Downline by Brooke. Dermody crossing opportunity. Hall's in there, but the ball falls to... Well, it goes out of play for a goal kick, and it will be gathered by Nikita Runnacles.
and then put it where you wanted it.
Clearance by the goalkeeper. Addison goes straight into Buck. Both players go to the floor. Referee says no foul. We go out to play for a Coventry United throw on the far side of the pitch, so United's right. About level with the halfway line. United looking comfortable. Hall. Forced out of play and a throw into Coventry United again. This time West getting the final touch. Another 25 yards or so further up the pitch. Dermody back to Buck. Hall stabs it towards the right hand side for Brook to chase. Slides in and puts it out of play. In fact, no, I thought he'd gone for the defender then, but Brooks put it out of play for a goal kick. Ridiculous takes a short goal kick. In fact, it's a 1-2 with Jay Blackie. Blackie volleys it forward. Looking for Nash, swinging a miss from Nash, and she's not happy with herself, and we have thrown to Coventry United just in front of us. Rachel McDonald to take it. Smith wants it to feet. It wasn't quite to feet, but it's still picked up by the midfielder. Sorensen quickly closed down by Addison. Out wide to Alex Buck. Hall. Brook, a bit of space for Gauntlet to run into. A little bit too far for Maz Gauntlet. Ball bounces to Buck in the Coventry United back line. Sorensen's header, high boots. Referee says no. Handball claims as well. Ball towards the right hand side for Nash to chase from Stimson, and it goes over the touchline for a throw in. Half an hour to play here at the Woods Park Arena. Coventry United 2, CNK Basildon 0. 2 goals from Ali Hall. The second was a little bit contentious. It may have taken a touch off Dermody, possibly even a defender on the way through. Dermody battles for the ball. Comes up short against Bowers. Russian chips it into the area looking for Addison. Addison barges Wilcox out of the way and puts Basildon back in with a chance. Sends Wood the wrong way. And Wilcox is bemused. She feels that she was fouled. It was a rather forceful challenge, shall we say. It all's fair in love and goals, and C&K Basildon have got a goal. It's 2-1. It's scored by Teresa Addison. So one of the two Addison sisters, you got Angela Addison, the number 10, but it was the number 9, Teresa Addison, who found the net. When nice run into the area, barging Wilcox off the ball and slotting it home. So Basildon have not only taken away Sue Wood's clean sheet, they've put themselves in with a chance of taking something from this game. Handball claims against Amber Hughes. Referee says no, but it will be a throw-in. Simpson putting out of play off Hughes. It's not the best of throws. Forced to Gauntlet, she can't control it. But we'll get it back. Jumps for the ball. And it's cleared by Russian. Wilcox able to find McDonald. Lobbed into the air by Rose McDonald. Ali Hall into the penalty area, but forced to the left. Lays it off. Amber Hughes past one challenge. Barged to the ground. Referee says no foul. Jay Blackie barging Amber Hughes out of the way. Very similar to the way that we saw Wilcox go down for the Basildon goal, so at least the referee's being consistent. The chance isn't over now. Dermody. McDonald's cross cannons off a Basildon player and hooked away by Denisha Ravel. So twice Coventry United feel hard done to with forceful challenges in opposing penalty areas. They wanted the foul when the Basildon goal was given. They didn't get it. They wanted a penalty when Hughes was forced down. They didn't get it. Punted pass looking for Addison, met by Alex Buck for Coventry United. Wilcox plays it back to Sue Wood in the Coventry United goal. Wood clears. Buck quickly closed down by Hayley West. Sorensen clears from the back line, looking for Ali Hall. Under immense pressure there from the number 2, Laken Duca Clark, and the defender puts it out of play for a Coventry United throw around 20 yards into Basildon territory, but the throw is easily won by the midfielder. That's offside though, it's offside. As Addison races towards the goal, she wasn't aware, the referee wasn't aware either. It's been a good 5 seconds since the referee's assistant raised the flag on this near side to call for an offside decision against Teresa Addison. And so the referee eventually seeing the flag and calling an end to play just as Addison was about to make her way into the penalty area. She wasn't too happy that her play was cut short. Next time we're on air here on CUTV is on Tuesday night, live coverage of the Polymac Packaging League Cup as Coventry United travel to Leicester Road. That's the Coventry United men's team. Of course, you can catch highlights of the 0-0 draw against Rugby Town from yesterday here on CUTV after today's game. Don't let the scoreline for you, there was plenty of action in that game, just not any goals. Gauntlet tries one from the right-hand corner of the penalty area. That's an easy gather for Runicles, who volleys it clear, looking for Nash on the right-hand side. Wilcox wins the header. Russian sends it towards the penalty area. Wilcox should deal with that one and does. Blasts it clear. Falls to Bowers. Offside. Given against the attacker for C&K Basildon. Was Angela Addison caught offside there. 25 minutes of play remaining here at the Butts Park Arena. Coventry United 2, C&K Basildon 1. Woods clearance over the head of Smith and nodded for by Russian towards Addison. Nash in support. Down the right now for Nash. McDonald as well to get a body in the way and whip it away. Kicked in by Amber Hughes, and it's gone out of play off the leg of the defender Kerry Stimson, who tried to win it back for C&K Basildon. United have got such a throw there. McDonald took a risk in keeping that ball in and sending it upfield, but United have made that one pay. Set forward by Bowers. Addison. There's Teresa Addison on the ball. The goal scorer for C&K Basildon. Cross headed away by Dermody. Job finished by Jade Brooke. Blackie's header. It should be picked up by Amber Hughes. Hughes nods it to Rosie McDonald. Controls it with her shoulder. And sent it upfield, looking for Ali Horwood. Ran past it. West receives it from Duca Clark. Sends it down the left-hand side. Buck picks it up, and it was offside anyway against Bowers, who was rather surprised by that one. She's not the only one. I didn't see her go past the last defender. That's the linesman's call, and to be fair, United had the ball anyway as Seawood came out to gather it inside their penalty area. We'll be naming our CUTV player of the match with 10 minutes remaining, so get your opinions in at Coventry United TV or in the comment section below this video. Let us know who you think our player of the match should be. And of course, don't forget to hit the like button if you are enjoying the coverage. Comment with your feedback, subscribe to CUTV on YouTube for more exclusive content for the Red and Greens, and of course you can get us on Twitter at Coventry United TV for the latest updates from the club and the show. As Basildon have a throw in deep into United territory. West. Now Bowers looking for the cross from the left hand side. Overlapped by West. Nice little back heel from Bowers' side again. Alex Buck takes out West. The ball had already gone. West got the ball past Buck. And it will be a free kick on the left hand side of the penalty area. And a real opportunity, an equaliser for the Essex girls. Well, it's going to be Amy Nash to whip it in from the left hand side. Everyone but Stimson is forward. In fact, every single outfield player is inside the United half. Sent towards the near post, headed towards goal, over the crossbar by the captain Zoe Russian. A signal of intent from C&K Basildon. They're not done yet. Sue Wood sets up the goal kick. United could do with another goal just to settle the nerves and make this lead a little bit more solid. Wood clears. Flicks at the back of Steele, picked up by Amber Hughes. Simpson makes a challenge and wins it back for C&K Basildon. Got nowhere to go. Sent it down the right hand side for Teresa Addison to chase, but pushing the back on Anna Wilcox, but Wilcox forced into the corner and dragged to the ground by Addison. I thought it was just football, not wrestling. And a few words exchanged between Addison and Wilcox. Well, Addison's got no complaints there. She clearly dragged Wilcox to the ground. If that's not foul, I don't know what is. Anna Wilcox ready to fire this free kick away from the danger zone. There it goes. And it goes straight into touch, just in front of Jay Bradford's dugout. And a throw-in to be taken by Stimson for C&K Basildon. Up line, put out of play immediately by McDonnell. Halfway into United territory. The referee initially gave a throw into Coventry United, and now he's given a free kick to Coventry United as Wilcox is fouled by Addison again. This time better pushing and pulling. I think it was 6 of one and a half dozen of the other, to be fair. 20 minutes of normal time remaining here at the Butts Park Arena. Coventry United ladies lead by 2-1. Brooke offering the overlap, but trying to take on West herself, and comes up short. As West barges her off the ball and lets the ball trickle into touch. Fired away from the back line. Offside given against Teresa Addison, and once again the referee takes a while to spot the call. Addison not too happy with the decision, but from here it did look like she just strayed past Wilcox. United leading by 2-1. Ball sent into the penalty area for Ali Hoy. It bounces towards Amber Hughes. Is that off the arm of Simpson? It certainly looked as though it came off the arm, but Mascot tries to flick it towards goal. It goes wide of the mark and picked up by Runacles, and the referee has called for he's called for offside against Maz Gauntlet. That certainly seems to bounce off the arm of Kerry Stimson. But the referee once again unwilling to award the penalty. The second penalty shot that the ladies of Coventry United have had rejected by the referee. Cleared by Runacles, had a won by Ali Hall, playing a deeper role at the minute. Now it's visitors on the attack. Fired clear by Sue Wood, who has to quickly backtrack onto our line as Basildon go again. Space for Nash to work down the right hand side, quickly closed down by Rosie McDonald. McDonald slides in and puts it out of play for a corner. Basildon will take that. As we head towards the end of this second half. Nash will take the corner as Basildon go in search of an equalising goal. Head away, but it will come to Bowers on the edge of the area, straight to the foot of Alex Buck. Cleared by Smith, looking for Gauntlet, but it's picked up by Duca Clark. Out wide with Nash once again, crossing opportunity. Cleared at the near post by Wilcox. And McDonald puts it out of play for a corner, tried to bring it to feet, but knew she didn't have a lot of time on her hands. Another corner routine to be taken by Nash. Basildon looking to avoid just their second league defeat of the season. The only previous defeat coming against league leaders Charlton. So it'll be a big scout for Coventry United if they could hold on to this advantage. Nash puts it in, head away. And a rather skewed effort at goal by Hayley West, who apart from that has had an outstanding game for C&K Basildon, but she's no striker. as that strike proves. Wood to take the goal kick. So we can see Leah Seabright training down the touchline. We could see Seabright's introduction before the final whistle. Smith beat Addison to the ball. Out wide with Hughes. Won back by Stimson, and a free kick against Steph Smith, who tripped Harry Stimson on their way through. Well, Basildon have got to put all their eggs into this basket now. If it means that they concede another goal, they've got to take that risk. They've got to go after this equaliser. They're keeping a couple of players back. United are pushing everyone into their own penalty area. It'll be picked up on the edge of the United box by Rosa McDonnell. Fires it down the left-hand side. No one there for Coventry United. Gauntlet gives chase belatedly. And the attempted counter from Basildon ends quickly. And it ends with McDonnell with a fierce run towards the penalty area. Tried to find Dermy on the right-hand side. Deflected pass falls to a Basildon player. Addison was offside and decided not to make the run. Wilcox will pick it up and it'll be fired towards touch by Wood. Bounces to the feet of Nash, stabs it to Teresa Addison down the right hand side, covered up by Smith. It goes straight to the backside of Smith. Second cross headed away by Wilcox. We will forward to Nash once again. With 15 minutes of the game still to play. Stimson looking for Blackie, but pokes it away, but Blackie puts it back into danger. Nodded clear by McDonnell. Well, there's a bit of a collision of heads there between Jade Brooke and Jay Blackie. All is well. Blackie. Touched by Bowers onto the left-hand side. With Addison. Addison runs into Jade Brooke. Sorry, to Alex Book, I should say. No penalty given. It's very difficult to have Book and Brooke on the right-hand side, pretty much next to each other, but that was Alex Book who stopped the run of Angela Addison. As running straight into the United fullback. Throw-in taken to Rushin. Squares it for Nash, hooked away by the opposite number 11 in Amber Hughes. Runnacles comes out to clear the ball, chips towards the right-hand side where Stimson is waiting. Can't take it past Amber Hughes though, and Runnacles races back to her goal line as United push on for the third goal. A crucial slide challenge by Simpson just as Hughes was about to pull the trigger on that cross. It goes on to play for a corner kick to Coventry United with 14 minutes of normal time to go. So we'll be naming our CUTV player of the match in about 4 minutes time. And there is going to be another change of Coventry United. We saw Leah Seabright getting ready down the touchline. She is going to come on now. Could we be seeing Amber Hughes coming off? Could be a straight swap on the left side of midfield. Or will we see one of the strikers come off and United go for a 5-player midfield? Helen Dermody with the delivery. Towards the far post and into the side netting by Steph Smith. In fact, it was Jade Brooke actually who headed that one in. It was into the side netting, and it remains at 2-1 to Coventry United. There is going to be a change, and yeah, it is as we thought. Maz Gauntlet is going to come off. United are going to settle into a 5-player midfield. So Maz Gauntlet is replaced by Leah Seabright. So Seabright comes on, and Leah Seabright comes on for Maz Gauntlet. United now settle into a looks like a 5-player midfield. Hall wins the header from the goal kick. Amber Hughes puts it out of play for a throw-in to C&K Basildon. She tries to end a possible counter-attack on the left side for Basildon. It's a very tricky trip for the ladies next time out, next Sunday, away at West Ham United. So we can get live coverage of that match next Sunday from 1:45 PM. Jay Brooke goes to the ground, and the referee calls a halt to play shortly. It looks like Brooke is okay. The referee just wants to make sure. The Red and Green girls hanging on to their lead. Just 11.5 minutes of normal time remaining. Will they hold on to the 3 points? The ball was returned to Coventry United, put out a play for a throw to the Red and Greens. As Basildon cleared the drop ball. And Jade Brooke going on a recovery mission, going to get the ball. It is eventually picked up by the fullback and will get the game underway once again. A little bit of time wasting, so I don't think United will disapprove of that. They're in the league, the ball's in their court. And the ball is now back onto the green stuff. As we get ready for this throw, Buck takes the throw towards Brooke. Volley cleared by Hall. Seems as if Hall is taking a place in the midfield. Also actually playing defensive midfield right now with Seawright acting as the main striker. McDonald picks it up in the back line. Helen Dermody on the left hand side for Coventry United sends it upfield looking for Seawright. Picked up easily by Kerry Stimson. Nash looking for outs in the penalty area. And hooked away by Katie Sorensen. As Russian, the captain, was ready to pick it up on the edge of the penalty area. It would have been a golden chance to strike up Wood's goal. She had have brought the ball to feet. She didn't, thanks to Sorensen's clearance. Stimson with a crossing opportunity. Nodded on. Alison, can she turn and shoot? She tried. United have got to try and clear the lines now. Buck able to clear quickly as Jay Blackie trying to get a shot away with a sea of red blocking her path. Sue Wood didn't know which way to turn there. But now United trying to push forward. Ball down the right hand side for Ali Hall to chase. It will stay in. Well, it won't for long as it's put out of play by the Basildon defender. All chasing that loose ball, but Lakin Duca Clark making sure that ball doesn't stay within the boundaries of the pitch for long. And that counter-attack ends with United still in a dangerous position with the throw. Brooke tries to find Amber Hughes. It fell to Blackie. Hughes makes a challenge. Hall's cross. Dermody makes it safe! Stabs it home from close range. Helen Dermody seals the 3 points with the third goal. And Coventry United will become just the second team to defeat C&K Basildon this season in the league. The only other team to do that, the league leaders, Charlton. And with 9 minutes to go here at the Butts Park Arena, it looks as if Jay Bradford's team are going to be heading further up the table with a third win in 6 league outings. We're underway once again, and the ball was moving when Blackie tried to hoof the ball towards the penalty area. It was a rather pointless kick from Blackie. There was no one in a blue shirt anywhere near where the ball ended up. So why she decided to blast it in that direction, I've got no idea, but she'll get another chance. Well, it's now time to name our CUTV player of the match. And today we're going to give it to Coventry United's Helen Dermody. Seawright picks up the loose ball, tries to take on the Basildon defence on the left wing. Covered off. And the attempt to cross charge down by Basildon's centre-back, Tanisha Ravel. 7 minutes of normal time remaining here at the Butts Park Arena. United now lead by 3 goals to 1. Throwing taken to Steph Smith. Dermody looking for the cross. Dermody's crossing nearly ended up in the net if it wasn't for a catch by Nikita Runicles. Rolls it to Ravel. Long pass towards Nash, met in the air by Rosa McDonald. Dermody brings it to earth. Squares it to Jade Brooke. Tripped by the Basildon captain.
Well caught, Phil. Now you play rugby as well.
Free kick right on the halfway mark to be taken by Anna Wilcox. United going for a 4th goal, just to rub salt into the wounds. Stabbed clear by Blackie. Sent on the left-hand side for Angela Allison to chase. Tapped over the touchline by Katie Sorensen, making her 2nd appearance with the Red and Greens after signing from West Ham. It's a poor throw, and Sorensen sends it out for another throw after barging Addison off the ball. And a rather wayward ball. I believe it's Russian was looking for a free pass, but no one was waiting for it. Ball bounces awkwardly for the defender, but Seavright is held off. Stimson to Ravel. Stimson. Russian volleys it towards the penalty area, and once again, no one there. Rather directionless ball from the captain. And Seawood takes her time in picking that one up. And a bit of a dig at the goalkeeper by April Bowers. As the United skipper takes her time, she's perfectly entitled to do, to pick up the loose ball. Clearance nodded on by Ali Hall, who goes to the ground, and it'll be picked up by Ravel. Blackie. Option out wide. She doesn't find her. Brooke makes the challenge. Brooke slides in, takes the ball away beautifully from April Bowers. It goes out of play for a throw just inside the Basildon half to the Essex side. Simpson looks for the throw. Sends it upfield looking for Addison. And it will go out of play for a Coventry United throw without making contact with any other player. 4 minutes of normal time left at the Butts Park Arena. United looking comfortable. Basildon have fallen apart after that rally to get the equaliser. They conceded to Helen Dermody for Coventry United to make it 3-1. Since then, Basildon have been nowhere. They look like a bunch of headless chickens out there. Nodding forward towards Teresa Addison. Pulls Wilcox to the ground. And it could well be a yellow card for Teresa Addison. Referee calls the number 9 over, and we could well be seeing a yellow card. No, we're not going to be seeing a yellow card. She's just talking to Addison, of course, scoring Seeker Basildon's only goal. Wilcox to send it upfield. Referee gives it the go ahead. Wilcox clears. Attempt to clear by Simpson, flicks off a boot, and the ball is put out of play for a throw-in by Ravel in a pretty dangerous vicinity, not too distant from the penalty area. And there is going to be a substitution for C&K Basildon. And I can tell you it is Tilly Deacon coming on. So the number 4 Tilly Deacon replaces the number 10 Angela Addison. So Deacon on, and coming off is Angela Addison. Simpson's throw, chest control by the captain Zoe Rusham, a challenge from behind by Jade Brooke, takes it off her. Throw and taken, Rusham brings it to the field once again. United retrieve the ball. Dermody to Smith, lobs it forward on the left hand side, looking for Leah Seavright. And it goes out of play for a Coventry United throw off the body of Denisha Ravel. McDonald to Seavright. McDonald again. Chip pass for Seavright down the left-hand side. Blocked up by Stimson, who sends it out of touch for a throw right in the corner to the red and green. Just trying to see this match out, and I think Basildon wants to see the back of it as well. In all honesty, the only major chances we've seen in this match have been the goals. Neither goalkeeper have had to make that many clear-cut saves. They tip over the bar from the Basildon shot stopper in the first half. Pretty much all she's had to do apart from pick the ball out of the net and make a few simple catches. And a rather skewed effort by Jade Brooke. It may actually be kept in by Amber Hughes on the far side, and it is. Well, we'll side that as a shot, ended up being a pretty successful cross. Hughes turns west into the area. Seavright's there. Leah Seavright returns the ball to Amber Hughes. Seavright again lays it off for Alex Buck. Out of play for a goal kick. Must have rebounded off the leg of a Basildon defender onto the leg of a United player, and out for a goal kick. The final 30 seconds of normal time in the Butts Park Arena. United leading by 3 goals to 1 in the FA Women's Premier League Southern Division. Runicles clears. In the air by Smith. Dermody looking for Amber Hughes, but it's a poor bit of control from the defender. She eventually brings it to feet, but a pass, slide challenge by Ali Hall, picked up by Dermody. Through ball from McDonald, she won't reach it. Stimson will try and make sure that goes out of play, but she makes sure it goes out of play. She sides it out for a corner kick. Her initial intention, I believe, was to let it go out for a goal kick, but McDonald was right on her tail. She had to get that out before there was an opportunity for a 4th goal. In fact, United may well be going for the short corner just to waste a little bit of time. Normal time is over. We are now into the added minutes at the Butts Park Arena. McDonald returns the ball deflected to Jade Brooke. Brooke tripped. And a free kick to Coventry United on the left-hand side of the penalty area. This really would be a cracking end to the game if we saw a 4th goal for the red and green girls. As I think the main aim is just to waste a bit of time and see this one out. The 3 points are already secured thanks to the 3 goals. Dermody, Brooke and Smith standing over it. And the referee is going to give a yellow card to, that's the number 23 for C&K Basildon. That is April Bowers, for moving before the referee's whistle. She was in the wall. United have now taken the free kick. Dermody put out a play by Bowers, another United throw. Bowers thought it was a Basildon ball, but she was mistaken. And Dermody looks for the option from the throw, tries to find Smith. Hooked into the main stand by Ravel, and I don't think any of the United players are going to be rushing to fetch it. Dermody makes her way into the empty blue and white seats to our left. Dermody to Jade Brooke into a more central position with Ali Hall on the edge of the penalty area. Plays it back into defence with Katie Sorensen. Sorensen onto the left now with Brooke. Pressure from behind by Bowers. Locked ball by Jade Brooke. Sent back where it came from by the defender, but Brooke flicks it towards Rosie McDonald. McDonald heads it forward for Brooke. Space out well for Dermody if she can be found. Here is Helen Dermody, overlapped by Rosie McDonald. Dermody goes it alone, and the ball falls to McDonald after a shoulder barge by Nash. Tries to put it up line where it's intercepted by Stimson and cleared by Bowers out for a throw to Coventry United. We've had 2.5 minutes of added time at the end of this match. United still leading by those 3 goals to 1. Smith jewels the ball towards the penalty area and tripped, and the referee points to the penalty spot. Steph Smith tripped just inside the area. United will surely be the final kick of the game, with an opportunity to make it 4-1. Maz Gauntlet having a bit of a joke with Jay Bradford, saying, "Why have you subbed me off? I wanted to take that spot kick." Well, it's not going to be Maz Gauntlet, it's going to be Helen Dermody. So our CUTV player of the match, Helen Dermody, will step up and try and find a second goal for herself and a fourth for Coventry United. Runnacles on a line. Prepares for the kick from Dermody. A bit of movement on the edge of the penalty area the referee doesn't like. Blows his whistle. Dermody, and it's well saved, but the rebound isn't. Runnacles did well to get both hands to the first strike at goal, but you could do nothing about the follow-up, and Helen Dermody has a double.
And the fourth goal this afternoon for Coventry United, Helen Dermody.
And that just puts the icing on the cake for the Red and Green girls. A comprehensive victory. While C&K Basildon's only other defeat in the league this season was 4-1. And it looks like their second defeat of this league campaign is going to be 4-1 as well, against a team in red. And Coventry United seal the wins. The referee brings this game to an end. 2 goals from Ali Hall, 2 goals from Helen Dermody. Job well done for the Red and Green girls. Final score at the Woods Park Arena. Coventry United ladies 4, C&K Basildon ladies 1.
C&K Basildon 1.
And that will bring today's coverage to an end here on CUTV. Thank you for joining us for this FA Women's Premier League Southern Division match. Join us again on Tuesday night. Well, we certainly haven't got long to rest. 24 hours of rest for the old throats. We're back at it again in the Polymac Packaging League Cup on Tuesday night. Live from Leicestershire. Leicester Road versus Coventry United. Do not miss it. Coverage starts at 7:30 p.m. And of course you can catch video highlights, exclusive video highlights of this match from tomorrow morning here on CUTV's YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button to make sure that you are to make sure that you have the video right at your fingertips. You'll get a notification of when the video is online if you subscribe with us here on YouTube, and of course follow us on Twitter at Coventry United TV for the latest updates from the club and the show. I'm going to go and rest and go and watch the England game. From me, Liam Cook, thank you for joining us. We'll see you on Tuesday night for another edition of Coventry United TV.